Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video, we are going to be pushing Hydroid all the way up to level cap. So without further ado guys, let's get right on into today's video. So first of all, you are going to need the Hemlin for this one. The one we are going to be replacing is the first ability with Nourish from Grendel. This is just for infinite energy, so that is the only thing you are actually 100% going to need. Other than that, the shards, I do highly recommend a casting speed shard, just to make the casting significantly faster, and the other shards I have got are all for power strength, just so that third ability scales a little bit higher. But yeah, that's what I've got on the shards, and that's what I do recommend. I definitely recommend the casting speed. The strength shards are optional, but I do like to have them just because it makes it a bit easier. So guys, let's get right on into today's config. Okay, so people, for the config we are going to go for, it is going to be something like this. So first of all, we are going to go brief respite for our aura. We are going to have equilibrium on our config too, because having equilibrium and nourish basically makes up arcane energize, and you will never ever run out of energy. Now, for the next mod, we are going to add a little bit of duration onto this config. So we are going to go with prime continuity. We are also going to max out our energy. So we are going to be going with prime flow over here. Now, for the next mod, it is going to be the mod from the alerts, catalyzing shields. This basically makes it possible to actually shield gate. So this is a very, very important mod. Now, the next mod we're going to go with is going to be Rolling Guard. Now, I know you guys may be wondering, isn't his second basically Rolling Guard anyways? Yes, but Rolling Guard is still always going to be essential to running a level cap build. Now, for the next mod, we are going to go with Blind Rage for some strength, of course, and then Umbral Intensify again for strength, just so that this plunder ability can scale up quite high, which is definitely what we want. Now, over here, we've got space for one augment mod. So, we are going to be using the Rousing Plunder for this augment mod slot. Now, you could definitely get away with rocking Tidal Impunity. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's wrong. Yeah, we rock two augments with this. Rousing Plunder and Tidal Impunity. This is going to be essential because this is basically what's going to be turning this into Rolling Guard, and then this is what you're going to want to run for the augment mods to make this optimal. Now, for the last slot, you have the xAlisa slot. Now, for the xAlisa slot, it is completely up to you. You could go Power Drift for a little bit of extra power, or you could go Sure-Footed, which is perfectly cool. I am going to use Power Drift just because I prefer the little kick in power, which is my preference, but it's up to you what you guys put in there. I recommend Sure-Footed or Power Drift, either is fine. Now, for the arcanes, this is going to be more based on your playstyle. So first of all, I'm going to do Malt Efficiency, just so that you get more duration on your abilities as you cast. Now, for the second arcane, it is again optional. It depends on your primary or your secondary. If you use a rifle or a primary that you are going to kill with, I would recommend Arcane Rage for some extra damage on there, which is what I am going to use when I run this level cap now. Or you could use Arcane Velocity for your secondary weapon. Now, again, I would definitely recommend either one of these because these are very, very good arcanes. But in this case, I'm going to be running Arcane Rage. So, guys, let's run on into Simulacrum, and I'm going to show you how we are going to be playing Hydroid in this run. Okay, so guys, we are now in the Simulacrum. So, let me show you how we are going to be playing Hydroid in this game. So first of all, we are going to go up to enemies. We are going to use Nourish. Then we are going to hit the third for the armor. And then we are going to hit the fourth ability for the tentacles. Now, as you can see here, they are just going to keep stacking and getting corrosive damage. Whilst they are up here, we can also headshot them to build Incarnate Charge, which will activate Arcane Rage and also give us just generally more damage. So as you guys can see here, Arcane Rage is activated and we're just hitting orange crits left, right, center, and just basically destroying enemies, which is definitely what you want to do. Now, same story applies. If you do want to use your secondary, you can also do that. As soon as you do this, same story. First, third, fourth to pick up the enemies. Again with your secondary weapon. same stuff. So with me it'll be the dual toxicist, which is one of my favorite secondaries, and as you guys can see here, just destroying everything with the dual toxicist. Same story, which is definitely what you like to see. So guys, that is going to be the gameplay loop of Hydroid for level cap. So let's run into level cap and get right to that. So guys, we are on our way to level cap, as you guys can see. But as you can see here, using our tidal wave to get the enemies together, using our first, using our third for big armor, and then using our secondary weapon, the dual toxicist, to absolutely shred is also working very effectively, despite me having arcane rage on instead of arcane velocity. Okay, so people, now we are at level cap with Hydroid. As you guys can see, we're just using arcane rage on the Latron just to make this easier, and popping that nourish, also casting that fourth, that third, jumping around, also prioritizing, because you know we got oh, okay, or not, we just got to keep the cascade kicking too, so you know that isn't in priority. And oh well, goddamn, that just goes to show you that not every frame is perfect for level cap. And despite Hydroid being able to make it to level cap and survive level cap, I will say to you that Hydroid is definitely not perfect, and there are definitely better options for level cap. But that being said, Hydroid can 100% make it to level cap. So as you guys can see here, we are just vibing at level cap with Hydroid, just remembering to use Rolling Guard and his second ability for that tidal impunity, just to keep everything kicking and not have any trouble whilst up in the air whilst doing all of this. So just goes to show Hydroid is capable of doing this. So people, like I said, following my own gameplay loop, remembering to use number 1 and number 3, and then have your number 4 active, using that tidal impunity to run away sort of thing, along with the Rolling Guard just for extra safety. As you guys can see here, it does work. We are using my dual toxicist to get the kills. Any issues, running back into them with the tidal wave, which also does dish extra corrosive damage out to the enemies, which makes it even better to be doing this sort of thing with. But as you guys can see here, this does work perfectly fine. Hydroid as a crowd control frame towards an xAlisa is a good option. However, I would recommend sticking with the more meta frames like the Octavia, the Ashe, the Zaku, and all those other sort of frames. Hydroid is capable of doing this, no doubt, but he's not really the best option in terms of efficiency, because as you guys can see here, we have actually failed a mission at like 120 xAlisas. Well, not failed a mission, but you know, the xAlisas took over at this point because Hydroid wasn't efficient enough to keep kicking. But you guys can see Hydroid is level cap material now. This rework has been absolutely amazing to him, and I'm very glad that this rework has come. Guys, that has been this build on Hydroid for level cap. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. There is a link in my description to my Discord server and to Patreon if you want to check that out. Other than that, guys, if there's anything else you want to see me break, push to level cap, or anything of the sort, please leave it in the comment section below. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!